And welcome back to the show. Me and Steve, Sabretooth, are watching episode 4 of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, aka High Ground the series, aka Hello There the series, aka any which meme that you would like to input on Kenobi. And memes are our generation's way of telling everyone that we hate life. But generic thoughts on the series thus far, it has been enjoyable. I'd say half good, half bad. I very much enjoyed the last episode, episode 3. I feel like there were a few missteps, but at the same time, I feel like the things that it did well were the relationship spin between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. The main storyline is Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. But at the same time, I know that they have many story arcs that this series really wants to get to, and I know they have many other characters that this series really wants to wrap up that I don't particularly care about as much. So again, we'll see how this continues. By the way, we're switching up tonight. Instead of coffee, I'm going to be drinking a White Russian. Episode 4, let's go. Oh, it's pretty good. We interrupt Obi-Wan Kenobi to bring you Train Spotting, also starring Ewan McGregor. And the ultimate cure our hero/villain, the Bacta tank. Again, I'm really digging the parallels with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Vader, that they keep just cutting back to these guys. I am a princess of Alderaan. Oh no, the worst villain. Man, this is... Yo, is that Ice Cube's son? I mean, that being said, who the frick is this guy? And where are they? Is this the rebels? Are we gonna get into this guy's backstory? I don't really care about your wife, my dude. This series already has too many characters that I don't care about. Oh, we just changed our minds entirely. Like 5 seconds ago, you said no, and then immediately you said, okay, maybe, I guess so. Who are these people? I think these guys are rebels, right? I guess so. You just said it's impenetrable, but it also has no shields. I don't think those two coincide. Why is Reva talking to her like she's an adult? She's 10 years old. Don't you have mind-reading abilities? Like force stuff you can do that negates all of this? This is terrible. They literally just said it is impossible to break into. They are walking in the building. How in the yippity yeehaw? I feel like anybody could get in there. I feel like I could get in there. Listen, I want to care about this lady because she was okay in the last episode, but there's not a lot of character that you're really giving me to care about. So what I'm trying to say is, where's Kenobi? And also, where's Vader? Just gonna leave the body there? Just gonna really hope that no one enters that area? And Obi-Wan Kenobi dressed as, a normal Jedi. Again, just the worst at disguises, Obi-Wan Kenobi. How in the yippity yeehaw is Leia resisting Reva? And this is a terrible interrogation scene. I'm loving it. I never thought breaking into an Empire stronghold with Sith Inquisitors, Stormtroopers, and other such things would be boring. But man, this is boring. Man, we are halfway through and this interrogation is still terrible. Reva keeps saying these people, these Jedi, will leave them. I think she's getting confused with leaving and dying. The Jedi never left anyone. They were shot in the face. There's a big old difference between leaving somebody and or abandoning somebody and getting shot in the face. This is kind of creepy. Oh, are these Jedi? Oh, that's really dark. Oh, it's a youngling. That's just all kinds of messed up. Well, if you're ever watching a Star Wars series and or movie that is boring, then I highly recommend getting a White Russian. It helps. Oh, well, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi's edition for the Batman. Okay, we have 2 seconds of pretty sweet. Yeah, they told me you were dead. Well, that lasted 5 seconds, and that plot thread is gone. Just like, I don't know, the whole story we were originally doing with this series. Reva is suspicious that this Imperial officer is a spy, for the only reason of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Leia escaped under her. Let's rewind back. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Leia escaped from her 20 times in the last 4 episodes. Why would that be concerning for somebody? Did she just slap a stormtrooper and it worked? I'm glad we are getting some Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber action at the same time. 2 problems. He's wounded. I know he was in Bacta, but he's wounded. And also, does he not suck anymore? And I am out, and now I'm sad. That is so wonderfully stupid. What is that? I don't care who you are anymore. This series does, but I'd rather watch Obi-Wan Kenobi and Vader which you are not giving me. So we have a bit of a conflict of interest here. So the fortress that was previously nigh impenetrable and or impossible to break into, they've broken into twice in one day, rather successfully. I feel like this place should really invest into some shields. Oh no, a guy we don't know at all. Who was that guy? Oh, maybe he kills her. Maybe he kills her. Maybe it's awesome. Maybe he kills her. Are we really going to have a moment for Wade, a character who I didn't even know existed until he died? I'm glad we have time for this in this freaking Obi-Wan Kenobi series. You know what? I want a petition. Let's get everybody out there to rename this series Wade, the series. Well, that sucked. That was not good. But thankfully, it was terrible. There was no stakes to that whatsoever. Like, I didn't feel any of the stakes. Maybe there are other people who feel differently, but I didn't feel any stakes to that, especially because there were two characters in there that I know for sure are going to live. And then the only character that died was freaking Wade, a character that no one knew. Nobody knew. If you knew Wade, you're a liar. You don't know who that guy is. Who's Wade? Seriously, who is Wade? But seriously, the whole episode was still dedicated to a side quest, which I feel like is a mistake for a series called Obi-Wan Kenobi. Again, the most interesting storyline is with Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi. That relationship, when that's going on, is interesting, and I like to see it explored, but it was explored a total of 5 seconds in this entire episode. I'm struggling to comprehend why the writers and the creators of the show decided to tackle the series in this way. You have a very short amount of time to get all the story out that you need to, and you're not even focusing on the main character of your show. I'm not gonna lie, this episode kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, and it's kind of making the series as a whole not look good. If we're just gonna take the whole series on these 4 episodes so far, I mean, that's the meat of it. That's most of your content right there. And you're barely focusing on Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's making me feel like the creators did not have a story they really, really, really wanted to tell, and instead they had a studio saying, make a story about Obi-Wan Kenobi. And instead of finding people who are super passionate about the story of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, they found people to do a job. And they're doing the job, but there's no real passion behind it, in my opinion. That's all I gotta say. Maybe the next 2 episodes are good, and I could eat my words. And I would love to eat my words. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate you watching. Steve appreciates you. I appreciate you. The show, I don't appreciate. Wade does not appreciate you because you weren't there when Wade died. Where were you when Wade met his tragic end? Wade, rest in peace. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to go to bed. Adios.